Lazarus Instrumentality. Lazarus symbolizes life, death, and resurrection, which could mean many things to the ancients, given the island's powers. While the ancient guardians themselves have vanished, their influence lingers. The expedition is rich with themes and references that connect it to the concepts of life and rebirth. Instrumentality, the fact or quality of serving as an instrument or means to an end or agency. This hints at a specific group of ancient guardians with hidden knowledge. Instrumentality in philosophy, particularly within the context of ethics and decision-making, refers to the idea that the value or worth of something is determined by its usefulness or effectiveness in achieving a desired goal. A philosophical theory that judges the morality of an action based on its consequences. If an action leads to a positive outcome, it is considered morally good, even if it involves causing harm along the way. When entering the Lazarus, you are pledging to take on the task to become a guardian of the Azoth life force. But first, you must prove your worthiness to the cause. Ancients, who were likely pure and uncorrupted, created or left behind these puzzles as a test for those who follow in their footsteps. By exploring these thematic connections and enemy names, we can unravel the intricate rug of mythology woven into the Lazarus Instrumentality expedition. This expedition offers a journey into the depths of ancient wisdom and the timeless power of divine forces. Demos. This name is directly derived from the Greek word demos, meaning people or common people. It could be connected to figures associated with the people, such as Demeter or Dionysus. Asterisk. This name is similar to the Greek word aster, meaning star. It could be connected to figures associated with the heavens, such as Zeus or Apollo. Damasus. This name could be related to the Greek word damaio, meaning to tame or to subdue, and this might suggest a connection to figures associated with control or discipline, such as Zeus or Hera. Pallas. This name might be related to Pallas Athena, a Greek goddess of wisdom, warfare, and crafts. Alcyon. This name is similar to the Greek word alcyon, which refers to the kingfisher bird. The kingfisher was associated with the Greek myth of Alcyone and Ceres, who were transformed into kingfishers. Alcyone, the daughter of the god of the winds, became so distraught when she learned that her husband had been killed in a shipwreck that she threw herself into the sea and was changed into a kingfisher. Tolos. Tolos might be related to the Greek word tolos, meaning a round building or hut. This could suggest a connection to the round spheres in Azoth wells or a hint at the final boss mechanics. Another theory is Talos, a giant bronze automaton created by the god Hephaestus to protect the island of Crete. It could be as a reference to both. In Egyptian mythology, where there is only one name present, the themes from Osiris are also present. Osiris was an important Egyptian god who represented the afterlife, fertility, agriculture, and resurrection. He is often depicted as a mummified figure, symbolized by his death and rebirth. Osiris was murdered by his brother, Seth, who cut his body into pieces. Isis found the pieces and reassembled them, bringing Osiris back to life. Kamruset Arcanist. This name seems to combine Egyptian elements. Kamruset might be a variation of Kamset, a name associated with the Egyptian god Set. Arcanist suggests a connection to magic or secret knowledge, which is often associated with Egyptian deities like Thoth. Solidifying the connection between the two is Thoth. Thoth as the scribe. Thoth, the god of wisdom and writing, played a crucial role in the afterlife, as the scribe of the gods. He recorded the deeds and sins of the deceased, preparing them for judgment by Anubis, Osiris as the judge. Anubis, the god of the afterlife, presided over the judgment of the dead. He weighed the hearts of the deceased against the feather of Maat to determine their fate. Thoth would record the outcome of the judgment. Osiris, the ruler of the underworld, would then review the results and decide whether the soul could enter the realm of the blessed. Book of the Dead. Thoth was believed to be the author of the Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers that guided the deceased through the afterlife. This book was essential for navigating the challenges and dangers of the underworld, bringing theme of life and death around every corner. Scylla and Chartis, the terrifying forces. Scylla, who is a naga, meaning half-snake, and Chartis, who is a construct made by the ancients to wield the power of creation and destruction. These names are a subtle nod to Scylla and Charybdis, while not directly naming them. These are the two major bosses in the Lazarus Instrumentality, most likely referring to their immense power and the dangerous challenge to overcome the struggle within that fight. In Greek mythology, in the poem Aeneid, Scylla was a beautiful naiad who was claimed by Poseidon, but the jealous Nereid Amphitrite turned her into a terrible monster by poisoning the water of the spring where Scylla would bathe. The sea monster Charybdis was believed to live under a small rock on one side of a narrow channel. Opposite her was Scylla, another sea monster, who lived inside a much larger rock. The sides of the strait were within an arrow shot of each other, and sailors attempting to avoid one of them would come in reach of the other. To be between Scylla and Charybdis therefore means to be presented with two opposite dangers, the task being to find a route that avoids both. Nagas are also commonly found in Hindu, Buddhist, and Southeast Asian cultures. Nagas are often seen as guardian spirits or deities, associated with water, fertility, and the underworld. In this circumstance, Scylla, being a Naga, is a symbol of power, wisdom, and transformation. Automatons and their connection to Chartis as a construct. In Greek mythology, Hephaestus, the god of fire and metalworking, created automatons to assist him in his tasks. These automatons represented the power of human ingenuity and technology, reflecting the primordial deity's desire to shape the world. Chartis having similarities to Talos, who was invulnerable due to a bronze nail that secured his ankle. However, Medea, a sorceress, managed to remove the nail, causing Talos to bleed to death. Chartis could serve her as a warning for the dangers of uncontrolled creations, but more on that another time. In the Guardian's Secrets quest, you obtain Baetalus headpiece, Nagiae headdress, from Scylla. In a modern sense of the word, a sacred stone containing the presence of a deity. The historical significance is relevant to the story by worship and rituals. Baetili were often placed in temples or shrines and worshipped as sacred objects. Rituals and sacrifices were performed around them to appease the deity believed to reside within. Naga headdresses. These are headdresses inspired by serpentine beings, often found in Hindu, Buddhist, and Southeast Asian cultures. They are typically associated with protection, good fortune, and spiritual significance. In Egyptian mythology, Scylla's 3 cobras on her crown. While not directly linked to Naga headdresses, the serpent motif in Egyptian mythology, like the uraeus, suggests a potential connection. Uraeus. The cobra, known as the uraeus, is a common symbol in Egyptian mythology, often worn as a headdress by pharaohs. However, the uraeus is distinct from the multi-headed Naga headdresses found in other cultures. Seth. The god Seth is often depicted as having a human-headed body with the body of a donkey, hippopotamus, or crocodile. While these creatures have serpentine elements, they are not specifically linked to Naga headdresses. In the context of the Lazarus, the creature's vulnerability to lightning might be due to their association with water. As water-based creatures, they could be more susceptible to the effects of lightning, which can disrupt their natural abilities or even harm them directly. Ancient guardians and gods. The ancient guardians who created the Lazarus Instrumentality could be seen as parallels to powerful gods or goddesses who shape the world in mythology. The themes of life, death, and resurrection are deeply intertwined with the concept of becoming a guardian of the Azoth. Azoth, as a vital life force, represents the potential for rebirth and renewal and the needing knowledge to harness it. By becoming a guardian of Azoth, individuals are essentially becoming guardians of life itself. The expedition's focus on overcoming challenges and defeating powerful enemies can be seen as a symbolic journey through death and rebirth. Guardians must confront their own mortality and overcome obstacles to emerge stronger and more enlightened. Becoming a guardian of Azoth is a responsibility to preserve and protect life. Guardians must ensure that Azoth is used wisely and that its power is not corrupted. Becoming a guardian can be seen as a personal journey of transformation, involving the shedding of old identities and the emergence of new ones. I leave you with one final thought to ponder. If becoming a guardian of the Azoth could potentially mean sacrificing one's humanity, is it truly worth the power and knowledge it offers?